Welcome back to the very last episode of Let's Play Birthright, the Gorgon's Alliance, with me, Isair of Isair's Gaming Experiments. I'm sorry if the volume isn't quite what it used to be, but in the previous episode I promised that I would have one last episode where I'd show you what happens if you have the Gorgon go down fighting rather than just have him run out of provinces like I did previously. And it has not been easy to get this to work, and actually at first I just tried to play it that way, and of course the game bugged out on me. Well, what I did first of course was I needed to actually use the scenario editor and move the Gorgon's troops from down here and back to Mution's Point, so he's now moved back to defend his sort of lost province to the north here, rather than besieging a castle in here hopelessly. And then I just tried to play fighting him. I'm having him go down fighting, and of course, predictably, when he couldn't run anywhere, the game bugged out again, and he just got stuck in there. So I tried even to, I tried everything I can think of, basically, end DOSBox until I gave up on DOSBox, so now I'm actually playing in my something called VirtualBox, and playing under XP, actually, Windows XP in VirtualBox, and it's still bugged out on me. So it's, in the end I freaked out and I just uninstalled the whole Birthright from my VirtualBox virtual machine and reinstalled a fresh, clean Birthright without any patches applied to it. And it seems I've finally been able to get it to work. But we'll see. It might bug out on me again, what do I know? Anyway, the Gorgon is in there, like I said. I've moved him. I have also collected the taxes and raised a few armies to deal with some of these pesky chaos units, so I don't have to worry too much about them. And I've still got my armies in Plumbago and Shadeth, because what I used as the basis was the turn 53, wasn't it? The one that I played last turn and just left the Gorgon without any provinces. I reloaded to the beginning of that turn and then edited that game, and it says turn 1 because like I said, when I use the scenario editor, the turn count gets reset. So my army that I had in Mution's Point has been moved down to here, to Sage's Fen, so it's free to attack him in there. And I suppose, yeah, he's still got his skeletons besieging that castle, so I suppose the first thing we'll need to do is to actually declare war on him. So we can send our troops in there and attack him. And yeah, Chaos is attacking Punal. I'm not gonna bother fighting these battles, that's why I'll just auto-calc them.
It's your turn.
And there are some walls around Anware that I'm not too concerned about right now. Oh, Chaos has troops in there as well, I didn't see. Oh well. I can't be bothered to mess with it, really. What I want to do now is to first off start by investing in Shadeth. It's the wooded province, so it might cause difficulty. Mution's Point is still occupied for some reason, probably because in the game that I edited, it sort of was, because I had an army in there. I moved the army, but it seems the game still keeps track of the provinces being occupied by me. Anyway, last turn, and so time to send my army of priests against the Gorgon's hordes of skeletons. And also we're going to invest in Plumbago. That'll reduce the Gorgon to the one province up there where he's got
succeeded.
most of his armies, not all of them. He's still got some skellies in there that I couldn't be bothered to move with, really. I suppose he's still hoping to accomplish something or something. And here we go. I think we'll choose swampy ground because it'll tie down the Gorgon a little bit. No. Actually, I consider this is the completely unpatched version of the game, and that had some rather annoying bugs that were indeed fixed in the patches. Let's see if we can sort of showcase some of those bugs. See if this goblin advances, for example, our priest can actually use turn undead and blast the goblin, which is a bit weird. That was fixed in one of the patches, but this is the unpatched version, because apparently I can't get the patched version to actually work with the ending the way it's supposed to. Don't ask me why, just the way it is, apparently. Well, so far our priests have been making short work of their skeletons. Of course, that only works so long as they've got spells and can make them hit. And is this guy out? Yeah, he's out of spells. Let's get another. Let's move a wizard in there, actually.
Orders?
Let's see if this priest can't. No, that spell missed. Come on.
Archers at the ready.
That's better.
Orders? Archers at the ready.
And they'll run. And there's a skelly over here.
Your priest is ready.
And we missed.
Yes. Your priest is ready.
This time we hit them, and then we're out of turn undead. We've got a flame strike spell or two.
Your command. Move.
Better to put a wizard in there, actually.
Your command. Your priest is ready.
Down, missed again.
Maliege.
And you are down to necklaces and missiles now.
Command. Pull out. Your command. I'll do it soon.
Archers at the ready.
Flame strike.
Archers at the ready.
Okay, and he's down to what, 3 units or something.
Yes. The priest is ready.
Well, this is actually a priest, is it? That's good.
Yes.
I think
Get
we've got
on
them
that
now,
right away.
basically.
The priest is
Or we
ready.
could have. But then they redeployed that skeleton unit.
Command? Yes. Your command?
Maliege. Your priest is ready.
Okay, now he doesn't have a lot of troops on the field anymore, does he? How many troops does he have? 36.
Your command.
Archers at the ready, my liege. Your orders? The priest is ready.
Do it soon.
Let's get some
Command.
knights on the field.
Your command. I'll do it soon.
Not because there's a really enough lot they can do, just because there's many of them.
Yes.
Oops.
Your command.
There we go. There we go. 7 of the enemy units died. And this is what happens when you beat the Gorgon. From across the battlefield, as it fades away in a teleport spell, the Gorgon screams, "I'll be back!" And then there is apparently some garbled letters in there. There's actually, I think for the 1.2 patch, there's even in the notes for that patch, they claim to have fixed those garbled letters, and that's nice and everything, except it doesn't help much if I can't get the message at all. But at least, yeah, you get the scream from the Gorgon now saying he's threatening to come back. But then you get the message saying with no safe haven to the army from the Gorgon's crown is slaughtered, because, I mean, normally the Gorgon will now teleport to another province that he's got, but he doesn't have any other provinces because I just invested all his other provinces away, so... Oh yeah, and there's some skeletons to mop up. Fine. I'm trying to do this quickly. Yeah. Can't auto-calc against skeletons, that's suicide.
By your command.
Let's just see if our priest can do this quickly.
I'll get on that.
And, yeah, like, so there's no big fancy movie or anything like that. It's just a message. The Gorgon teleports away, but is also sort of apparently slaughtered. It's not really completely clear what happens to him, but
Your priest is ready. Your priest is ready.
if we click done here and pick the next turn, yeah, I've got a number of provinces now that were there. All my allies are keeping troops, and not to mention that one, which is the last vestiges of the Gorgon's army. But if I now do a little bit of espionage against the Gorgon, you'll see that he's got no regency. So he's off the map now, he's not in there.
My liege.
And I suppose the assumption is that either he was killed running away from the scene, or he's teleported out of Anouir completely and possibly into some other part of Cerealia. I think this area over here to the east of that border is actually also the Gorgon's territory, so he might be over there or something. At least I'm not going to invest in his lost province. And the last remnants of Gorgon's crown have been conquered, and the Gorgon himself has been beaten, possibly presumed dead, possibly teleported away. We don't really know. But, yeah, and that's it, I guess. So the good news is, we beat the Gorgon. The bad news is we don't really know if he got away or whether he was slaughtered in that retreat. I suppose the developers wanted to have the option of making a sequel. The Gorgon shows up again. They didn't, but that was perhaps more because they never got the funding for it. So that's basically it. I would very much like to thank anybody who watched Let's Play It All. Special thanks to anybody who to all the people who watched before Kikosuke started doing Let's Play of this game. Also special thanks to those people who kept watching even after Chris Kosuke was done. I mean, you guys are amazing. You really are. You are. I know I'm a very, very slow Let's Player, so you guys have the most amazing patience. I really appreciate that. I very much appreciate all the comments that were left on my videos, and I'm a bit, you know, it's almost a bit sad to see this long Let's Play end. But at least you got to see more or less what the game has to offer, or had to offer, and we get the credits for the people who made the game, I suppose. Apparently they expected people to click through this so quickly that they didn't expect the music to need to last as long as it does now, because I want to say thanks to everybody. But yeah, thanks to everybody. And I'll hope you join me for some other Let's Plays. Currently I'm doing Morrowind with graphics and sound overhaul, and a mod called The Underground 2. I'm also trying to get something done on Age of Wonders, but actually there'll be another video about that soon, so never fear. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, thanks for following the Let's Play, and you guys really are the best. And I hope you join me for some other series. But until then, go in peace and live and let live.